Good morning and welcome to Floyd Insider. I'm KYLEE Moore.
And I'm Jude Harrison.
We're currently approaching the 5th week back to school here at Floyd Central, and a lot is already in the works.
That's exactly right, KYLEE. We have big events occurring such as the 2021 football season, the theater department's production of Eurydice, and the return of Coffee Cart.
Jumping right in, FC football fans have big things to look forward to this season. They've had a bit of a rough start, losing to Mail, DuPont Manual, Silver Creek, and now Daviess County. But for the Highlanders, they are remaining hopeful, and this team is looking to turn this losing streak around once we face Jeff this Friday. These guys have some big cleats to fill, but are remaining in good spirits and putting a lot of their hard work in daily.
Many players are soon to return from injuries, and these players are in key positions which will be very important for the Highlander team. The rest of the season should be very exciting with traditional rivalry games and new Kilt Crew themes.
There's no doubt that spirits are definitely high for this team, and alongside us today to keep those spirits high, football player Emerson Jones is here with us to give us a little bit more perspective on this football season. Thank you for joining us today, Emerson.
You're welcome.
So, knowing that Friday is one of our biggest rivalry games, how do you feel going into it? Do you have any expectations?
Well, we're wanting to hopefully turn the losing streak around, like you said, and win the game against Jeff, which is our big rival for the week. And yeah, hopefully we can get some revenge on the Red Devils.
Well, you said you wanted to turn the losing streak around, and last week you were very close to turning that losing streak around, going into overtime with Daviess County. How do you think that game went?
Well, we were very disappointed at the end of the game because we thought we could have won. But hey, you win some, you lose some. So now we're going to go to Jeff and beat the Red Devils.
Right. So how do you think that this team has improved since the beginning of the season? Because it's been kind of a rough start.
Our teamwork has built up
Yeah.
more. So I think you're going to see a lot of change this Friday night.
So everyone knows that the regular season matters, but what's really important is the postseason and the playoffs. How do you think the team will do in sectionals, and do you think the team will make it past sectionals and maybe to regionals?
It's going to be rough. Yeah, starting out 0-4, it's going to be rough to get there. But if we can get there, then I think we'll be all right.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate your time with us, Emerson.
All right, thank you.
Football isn't the only thing kicking off this fall. The theater's department production of Eurydice is also currently in the works.
This play is very anticipated by the student body as it sparks a lot of interest among students, considering most of us grew up learning about mythology, whether it was in class or watching the Percy Jackson movies.
Now, I won't spoil anything, but what I am going to tell you is that you will not be disappointed with Floyd's production of this play. As always, there's no doubt that there will be one talented cast and crew. The students have been rehearsing day and night to bring this play to life. It will take place right here on Floyd Central's Studio 1 stage, September 16th through the 19th, and you won't want to miss it. Zachariah Keevy in the place where all of the magic happens.
Thanks, KYLEE. I'm here with Eurydice herself, Sarah Reeser. Thank you for joining me today, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so tomorrow is opening night.
Yes.
What jitters do you have before the show?
Oh my gosh, where do I even start? I get jittery before every performance I've ever been in. And I've been doing theater since I was like 10 years old. And early theater, like Sarah years, I would cry before every performance when I was on stage, and they would just push me out there while I would tears running down my face. But I mean, I haven't had a big of part as this since 8th grade. So we'll see what happens opening night. And with this I sprained my ankle right before.
Oh, wow.
So pretty nervous about that, but I'm excited. It's excited jitters.
Yeah, I bet that probably is going to do you think that'll impact your performance at all?
I mean, yeah, most definitely. It's not ideal, but life happens, show must go on. So I'm gonna girl boss my way through this.
Well, that's good. So, do you know how anyone who hasn't already gotten tickets for Eurydice, how can they get them? How do they go about doing that?
A little self-promo. You can buy tickets at FloydCentralTheaterArts.org.
Oh, okay, good. I think I might do that. So, you were saying how you haven't had a big performance since 8th grade,
Yes.
right? So, do you think you're well prepared and ready to do this?
Well, I think so. This cast has worked so hard, and I mean, it's a really great show. I've been preparing for this. We've been working on this since auditions were the end of the school year last year, so we've been working on this over the summer, and we really got down in it in August. So I think we're well prepared. It's going to be a good show.
That's great. Okay, well, thank you for joining us today, Sarah. It was
Thank
great
you so
having you on the
much.
show. Thank you. All right, Jude, I'm going to throw it back to you.
Thanks, Zachariah. While Eurydice has sparked a lot of conversation throughout the student body, another big conversation roaring around the hallways is that the coffee cart is back. And the million-dollar question among students has been why the prices of coffee has risen from $1 to $2. If you attended Floyd Central before the coronavirus, you definitely remember the coffee cart rolling around from class to class each morning.
The coffee cart is organized by the special ed teachers and students with all of the proceeds going towards donations to benefit their program. It's an excellent way to get these students out of the classroom and interacting with other classes. It's a great cause and it's great coffee. So if you have any extra cash in your bag, be sure to look for the coffee cart in the hallways.
Here to give us the inside scoop about the coffee cart is helper ALLIE Main. Thank you so much for being with us today.
You're welcome.
So, how long have you been involved with the coffee cart, and what sparked your interest in helping out with it?
I've been involved since the beginning of the school year, and I wanted to help them to be with the special needs and help them out throughout their day.
That's great. So how do the students buying coffee from the coffee cart impact the special needs program? Because I don't think a lot of students really understand that.
Yeah, it impacts them because all the profit they make goes towards all the special needs wants and needs. So what they need for their special needs program, all the money goes towards that.
That's awesome.
So, you probably sell a lot, but ever since whenever I was a freshman, it was always $1, and this year it's $2. Do you know why they raised the price?
So many people started buying it at $1, so they decided to raise it to $2, and they make more profit now with the $2.
So have the same amount of students been making or been buying the coffee?
Yes, there has been.
Well, that's good. Extra cash. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
You're welcome.
From football to musicals to coffee, the beginning of the school year is going to be very exciting. No matter what grade you're in this year, don't be afraid to get involved with Floyd Central's many opportunities for students. I'm KYLEE Moore.
And I'm Jude Harrison. This has been FCTV Production. Thank you for joining us here at Floyd Insider, and we'll see you next time.